Students, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to do the textual analysis of the poem Enterprise by Nissim Ezekiel. The poem Enterprise, it has been included in the collection The Unfinished Man by Ezekiel. As we all know, Ezekiel is one of the prominent Indian English poet. This poem embodies a pilgrimage. It is very difficult to define what sort of pilgrimage it is at the outset of the poem. It may be a pilgrimage of life, of poetry, or it might be a quest for some hidden truths or wisdom. A group of people, including the poet who is the narrator as well, they start the enterprise, and this enterprise is a pilgrimage. The enterprisers start on a note of hope, and their minds are all full of exalting thoughts. So as we see, it started as a pilgrimage, exalting minds and making all the burdens light. The second stage explored but did not test the call. So they are full of enthusiasm and innocence. They are not at all aware of the hostile forces that are there to thwart their noble mission. And what are the next lines? The line here, the sun beats down to match our rage. So for the word sun, critic S.C. Saha has this opinion that it implies the tortures and agonies, the internal obstacles and difficulties the enterprisers passed through. Sun is signifies all these things. We stood it very well, I thought, observed and put down copious notes on things the peasants sold and bought, the way of serpents and goats. So the second stanza marks the beginning of the second stage in any enterprise or the task or the project that we undertake. The narrator thinks that the enterprisers rise to the occasion and face all the difficulties and obstacles very well. The thing is that the enterprisers see and experience what they feel. It covers a different aspect of life. Here the enterprisers, that may be the writers, they take copious notes of what they observe. First of all, they put in writing the things peasants sell and buy. As peasants deal with products of nature, the enterprisers deal with nature in their own way. Then they note the ways of serpents and goats, the cities, 3 cities where a sage had taught. Obviously, the poet makes use of symbols to convey the different experiences of the enterprisers or of the pilgrims. The initial experiences of the enterprisers cover material, physical, and spiritual aspects of life. So the third stanza begins with the word but. But when the differences arose on how much to cross a desert patch, we lost a friend whose stylish prose was quite the best of all our batch. The third stanza begins with but, and it halts the positive gains of the enterprisers. The differences among the enterprisers crop up. These people, they differ on this point, how to cross a desert patch, that is, the areas of spatial difficulties. And the result of all this is that they lose a friend who is the best of all our batch, in the words of the narrator. Sacrifices have to be made to pursue an enterprise. And it happens that one has to put in a lot if one wants to achieve great targets or great aims, if one has set before himself, and if he or she wants to achieve that. So Tagore also has said that if there is none to help you, walk along, ekla chalo. You must have heard this very beautiful line by Tagore. The demands of every enterprise are hard to meet. The Friend's stylish prose suggests that the nature of the enterprise is literary, and prose is not sufficient to meet the goal of enterprise. It might be suggested that Ezekiel wants to say that only poetry which is required to cope up with the difficulties, only poetry can do that. So students, this much for today's class. We will continue with the poem in our next class. So thank you once again.